spooklings. Today I'm in my kitchen rather than my bedroom for the very first time. So this is going to be a how-to on how to make your very own pumpkin spice latte. And you don't need to pay $6 at Starbucks for it either. And I really think it's significantly less calories. I don't know that for sure. I'm just taking a guess due to the nature of the ingredients. So I can't wait to show you how I make my world famous PSL. And by world famous, I mean my friends and family have me make it for them. But it is delicious and wonderful, and I can't wait for you to try it. Okay, so here I'm going to show you everything you need to make your very own at-home pumpkin spice latte. There's some milk. You can choose any milk. I just don't prefer real milk. So this is almond milk. Vanilla flavor. It's also vanilla extract. Ground cinnamon. Pumpkin pie spice. Any kind you prefer, any kind of coffee. I just prefer, I think it would taste better with regular coffee. Honey. Or agave nectar, if that's what you prefer. Can of pumpkin. Some whipped topping for after. And optional, a super cool Halloween cup. I went with Beetlejuice, my favorite cup that I own. Brewing the coffee. That's the important part. I chose a Keurig, and I assumed that I could trust you guys to know how to brew coffee on your own. My favorite sound, brewing coffee.
Of course, what would a pumpkin spice latte be without the coffee? So this is a super important step.
In the meantime, while that deliciousness happens, get yourself a pan like this, pot, pan, whatever you call it. And put your oven on the high setting, because we're going to combine all the ingredients now. Wow, my burner looks super cool on camera. It's red, so anyway. You want to take your coffee that you just brewed and pour it in the pan, because we're going to combine all the ingredients in here. Next, you're going to want to get 2 tablespoons of pumpkin, and I will be right back because you don't need to see me trying to open this can. So now I've opened the can of pumpkin. It looks delicious, right? And I have myself a tablespoon. I'll try to do this with my left hand because I can only film with my right hand, so bear with me. We're going to
scoop it in, mix it with what we've only poured in our coffee so far. Oh my goodness, left-handed, this is not easy. And so that was one, and we're going to get another nice scoop. We really want that pumpkin taste, so you can probably add some more if you really want to overdo pumpkin.
We will add 2 tablespoons of milk. That's this guy. Now, I got almond milk that was vanilla flavored, which is probably going to alter the taste a little bit, but I don't think in a bad way. Take the milk, and I have another tablespoon here. We're going to just do 2 of those. That's 2 in there. Our milk, our pumpkin, and our coffee. So, next we want to add a ½ teaspoon of vanilla extract. That's very little. Don't overdo it. So here I have my teaspoon and the vanilla extract. I decided to just make the video this way. Looks a little better. So we're going to do ½ teaspoon. So I'm only going to fill it just a little bit. I mean, I don't really know how to do ½ teaspoon without the proper method, but this might be a little over. I don't think it's going to do it too harsh. So there's ½ teaspoon. And next we need to add a ¼ teaspoon of pumpkin pie spice. And that's this. I usually don't measure this. I usually just sprinkle a good amount in, whatever I think will work. So just shake a little in there. It's mostly for the taste, to make it more pumpkin-y. The recipe does call for maple syrup. I don't like maple syrup. I think it's a little too sugary for me. So I'm going to forego that. Instead of maple syrup, I'm going to have honey. It's very important. I'm just going to square a little. So I'm going to turn it off since we're just about done. And I'm just going to grab a spoon and stir it so that it combines. Otherwise we're going to kind of evaporate all of our coffee in here. That wouldn't be so hot. I'd say we're done. It's pretty much hot if it's boiling. End up with something like this. kind of an ugly color, but it's going to look so much better when we get it in the cup. So we take our fantastic Beetlejuice cup.
And just pour it on in there. It's all done.
Fantastic. It is not a pretty color. It's pretty murky, but you know, as long as it tastes good, I think we're all set. Some delicious whipped topping.
Garnish it as much as you like in there. I love whipped topping, so I'm gonna really go for it. Come on, whipped topping.
How's that look? Gorgeous, right? Okay, and lastly, we have our ground cinnamon. Don't overdo this. We don't want a repeat of the cinnamon challenge from many years ago. And sprinkle just a bit. Oh, I kind of lost control of my hand just now because of the camera, so mine's going to be real cinnamon-like. Woo! But it's going to be delicious. So, voila! We have a pumpkin spice latte. Never mind $6 at Starbucks, my friends. I highly recommend serving your pumpkin spice latte with Randall's Farm cider donuts. Really, many farms do cider donuts, and I highly recommend it because they're so good.